Hi, it's Nancy Burt-Preece. I think it is, I don't know, every clock seems to say something different. But I'm going to say it's 4:30 and we're going to go ahead and make a really fun but easy fold. So here's all my contact information. Please take a screenshot and I would love to be your demonstrator if you need one. So today we are doing a back fold. And I did a back fold a couple of years back. I've done it a couple of different times. What I like about this card is this kind of latches it closed and it opens up and it also stands up. So it's a really kind of easy card, but it packs a wow, which is my kind of card. So the first thing we need is, I'm using Old Olive and I have it scored at 5.5 and 7.5. Sorry, let's say that again. I did that wrong. 5.5 by 7.5. I scored it at 3.25 and 6.5. So it's 5.5 by 7.5, scored at 3.25 by 6.5. Look at that. That's the correct information. Then I need DSP 3 by 5.25. And this one I actually cut at 3.75 by 5.25, and then I just cut off 3/4 on the end, so it kind of matches. Then I have two 2-inch Old Olive circles, and I am using the, I always forget what the name of it is, Delicate Pines Bundle. And that is, I just use this to cut that out. I have a 1 3/4 inch of the Peaceful Garden Glimmer paper. And then we're going to use some little berries. And I'm going to show you that I colored those. So we'll talk about that in a minute. And traditional labels stamp set for my Merry Christmas. And that's the inside white, which is 3 by 5.25. So look how quickly this goes together. How do you fold it? This is the fold backwards. That's what gets people the first time. Fold it backwards, then fold this together. And you have your back fold. Now I would go ahead and kind of make sure that looks like that's where it's supposed to go. And I would adhere the front and get it as close as you can. This is some of the Elegant Pine Snowflake Designer Series paper, which is just really pretty. I love the colors. I just think it's a really pretty. So I'm going to put that there. Okay. I pre-stamped that. It's Cherry Cobbler. Look at that. I did a boo-boo. And I didn't watch that I got a whole bunch of ink on my block. So I re-stamped it on the other side. So I will caution you that make sure when you're stamping sentiments that you make sure the block is cleaned off of around the edges so you don't get that happening. And then I'm going to use these three. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over. Oops, I forgot to put the inside. Let me put this one in first. This is also a 3 by 5.25. And I am just putting that there. Just kind of decorates the inside a little bit. Now I'm turn this over and I'm going to add a little bit of glue. And I am going to pick it up and lay it on here. So I make sure It's all got the glimmer paper, and I'm going to hold it for just a second. It's not hard, but you just have to hold it for a second. Then I'm going to turn it over. I never get it in the middle, and I don't think it makes a difference because I'm covering the back up. It just seemed like you didn't want to see that white part on the back. So I'm just covering it up with another green. And I'm going to really squeeze it all the way around to make sure I have that shut completely. Then the only thing you have to do is pop up this. So make sure when you're popping it up that you only put pop-ups on this side. Or of course you'll shut your card together. I have done that before, so I warn you, don't do that. Do you have to pop it up? No, you don't. You could adhere it if you wanted to. I just think the popping up is just kind of fun. So make sure I know where that is. Making sure. Then when you open it, oops, see, I'm glad I made that mistake. So you can check. This one is up too far. Do you see that? How it's showing? It shouldn't be showing. I have to move it way over so it doesn't. I got a little bit of a spot there. So it doesn't show here. And the beautiful thing is, then it closes your card and it holds it closed. So this is not a hard card to make. Now, I have a lot of clear clear berries. So what I did is I colored them with blends. And I'm just going to pick them up. You know what I should do? I should use, where's the other end? Oh, where did I put it? Well, I have a scooper end that came with this, and I am not exactly sure where I put it right now. You know how that goes. So I'm going to just do the old pick it up with my fingers kind of thing and put that right in the middle. And this one fell off, but I'm just going to put it back. Isn't that a simple card? But it really packs a wow. So let me know what you think in the comments, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.